Welcome to Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. This is where ideas spark, connections grow, and collaborations fuse success. Tune in for inspiring stories, expert insights, and game-changing conversations. Let's build, connect, and thrive together. Remember, collaboration is the key to success.
Welcome to the Ready, Set, Collaborate. I'm your host, Wanda Pearson, and today I'm joined by an incredible Jane Lomas. She's a powerhouse of purpose, passion, and collaboration, as well as with her real estate as well. So whether she's leading or creating or inspiring, Jane is about impact. Get ready for a powerful and uplifting conversation. Welcome, Jane, to the Ready, Set, Collaborate podcast. So say hello to the audience, Jane.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jane, and thank you, Wanda, for inviting me. I'm really excited about being here on Ready, Set, Collaborate.
Yes, definitely. Collaborate. I always say collaboration is the key to success. This is how, you never know who you're going to meet when you're networking.
So true.
And it's just amazing how our paths have crossed again. It's been like over several years, right? We're actually networking with one of our favorite ladies there.
Favorite ladies.
Yes. So thank you so much for coming to my podcast, Ready, Set, Collaborate. It's about education and empowering people. And that's really what I wanted to have you on, to educate and empower people about what you do as well. So let me get to the point here. Let me get to Jane's bio. Jane is the founder of Cherokee Senior Living Solutions and a certified senior home coach. She helps older adults and their families make confident decisions about where and how to age well. By combining home safety audits, planning support, and a network of trusted professionals, Jane guides her clients through housing transitions with compassion, clarity, and peace of mind. I love this, Jane, because we really need more people like you.
Thank you.
When we start getting older, we don't know what to do. We rely on the children or adult children, but to have you as far as helping them to make it more a smoother transaction. That's really what it's all about. Jane, tell us a little bit more about yourself. I know I read your bio, but tell us a little bit more about you.
I live in Decatur. I live near my brothers and sisters, so that's nice. I moved to Georgia to be closer to my siblings, and I'm so glad I did. And I've really gotten entrenched in the community. I'm on the Environmental and Sustainability Board for the city of Decatur. I serve on the board of the Atlanta Geological Society because I'm a geologist by degree as well. Okay. And I just like to get involved and do things. And I like flowers and plants. And I am passionate about serving seniors because I've been through it myself and I know what people have been through and I want to be a resource for them.
That's awesome. I tell you, God bless you, because we really need that, especially now in today's world, because a lot of compassion is left out. Because when you're going through selling your home or getting a home, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's make a major life change, they say.
Yeah. Exactly. Because I remember when I worked for IBM, I retired since then, but they moved us here from New Jersey to Georgia. I didn't know anything about Georgia. I didn't have family here in Georgia. So I did have a great realtor that actually I told her what I wanted. And then we had a daughter that was a junior in high school. She was not too happy with me. Said, we're moving to Georgia from New Jersey.
I bet not.
I said, but you have no choice. Mommy has 25 years at IBM, so we got to move to Georgia. So just having the compassion and knowing what people want, that really is so important. So I love that. So let me ask you some questions here now.
Sure.
What inspired you to become a senior home coach and start Cherokee Senior Living Solutions?
Honestly, it's deeply personal for me because I became a senior home coach after helping my mom walk through her final years in a senior community in Florida. And I saw how overwhelming it can be. She had things really set up. She had her trust. She was in a community that took care of her. But I saw how a lot of other seniors don't. And their kids, when they see this happening to their parents, have no idea what to do. So I saw that the overwhelm could be huge. And I wanted to be someone who could help them both on the emotional and practical sides.
That's great. That's great that you do that, because we really need more people like you to do that, because now with everything that's happening in the world today, it's so hard to know what to do, especially when we start getting older. How do you transition to the different things?
The silver tsunami is here.
Yeah.
We've got so many folks turning 65. I think it's like over 11,000 a day are turning 65 years old. And I don't think society is equipped to house them and provide health care and take care of them the way they should be.
I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. I love that you're doing this for them. That's just like you're doing the same thing as far as helping others.
Yeah.
So that's so important. Who has supported and furthered your education about working in a senior niche?
I've gotten a few designations through my real estate business. I've gotten a senior real estate specialist. That was several years ago, but it was really a broad brush of a certification. Didn't really tell me what to do. And then I became a certified probate specialist so I could help people who's had a death in the family and they've got to take care of the home that's in the trust or in the will and help them sell that. And then I met Catherine Ambrose and became a senior home coach. And that kind of has solidified for me my purpose. There's just so much involved in what we do. And Catherine has helped encapsulate it and is teaching us. Go a little bit, I'll tell you about her. She's
Mhm.
just great.
That's awesome. So that's your collaboration partner as far as
That
helping.
she is like she's the chief. She's the big head.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's always good to have somebody else that can actually work with you along, to
Mhm.
get you where you are here. So tell me about the senior call.
That was founded by Catherine, and she is a nationally recognized leader in senior real estate, in aging transitions, and media education. She has a radio show and she's also on the TV a couple times. And she started what's called the Senior Call, which is a daily mastermind of senior providers. And it's not just realtors. We've got senior move managers, we've got lenders, we've got some transition helping them placement people involved. And it's every day in the morning. And then there's two more in-depth deep dive coaching per week for the people that are members. And she's really just helped us know what we're looking for, know what to do. With the broad brush from SRES, Catherine has encapsulated it into a lot of how-tos and really helped us move things along.
That's awesome. That's awesome to do that because we need more of these in this world. We do really do. Because like you said, a tsunami, the senior tsunami, it is coming. A lot of people are turning 65 and not knowing what to do with everything that's happening with all that's going on. We just need to make sure that they're taken care of. And
So
that's why
true.
I really admire you and Catherine for doing this for our seniors. Listen, I'm a senior too.
I think
I
we've
wish I
got
had.
over 100 senior home coaches in the group, and then there are other folks
Wow.
that just join in. Yeah, so we're growing, and
That's
so it's great.
awesome. So now is that all over the world or is it in Georgia? Is it
It's all
Florida?
over the country. We've got people in
Wow.
all over in Canada too, I think. So we're all pretty spread out, and because it's everywhere, there
Wow.
are, yeah.
I love that. I love that you're doing that here. And it's good that I'm have you on the podcast so people know that this is so you talk about aging in the right place. Can you explain what that means and why it matters?
Sure. Most of the real estate right now is held by boomers, and I'd say 90% of those boomers want to age in place. But really, is that the right place? It's a great concept, but sometimes the current place that they're living in just isn't the best fit. So when I talk about aging in the right place, I talk about aging in the right place, whether that's their home, a downsized condo, or maybe a senior community. I want to make sure that they feel safe, supported, and that they can live well moving forward.
Yeah, and that's so true. And I'm sure the adult children that has to deal with this with their
Mm-hmm.
parents, it's a blessing for them to have you all as a senior coach, senior helping them to be able to transition over more easily. A lot
Right.
of our parents, they don't want to go. They don't want to do this,
No, they don't. And it's
stubborn,
hard to, yes.
Yeah, I
So
know
that,
my father. I always want my mother and father. I've never wanted them to go into a nursing home. That was one of the things that I just never wanted them to do. But sometimes my father had dementia and it was aggressive dementia. We didn't want to put him there, but he had to end up going there. But thank God for my second mom. She was able to be there every day
that's
and make sure
great.
that he was taken care of. And then my mom, who actually my birth mom, she died actually the day after I moved here. She was on hospice, so it's like she
Wow,
waited for me to move to Georgia, to die. But I already had all her information already taken care of. So,
that's good.
really it makes a difference to have you to be able to guide you along to do what you need to do for the parents. So let's talk about some key conversations adult children should be having with their aging parents.
It's not about having, it's not, I'm sorry. It's
Mhm.
about coming from curiosity and asking questions and seeing where they're going to feel most comfortable when they get older. It's a hard conversation to have. So when you start
Yeah.
with an open curiosity and not you've got to move thing, this helps them self-discover, which is the way they think it's their idea. It's just
Yeah.
having an open dialogue and just questioning what they think. they wanted.
Let them be part of the process as far as
Exactly.
like you said, like it's their idea. Oh yeah, I thought about that already anyway.
Exactly.
Smooth the transition. I'm sorry, smooth the transition to get them going there. So
Right.
that's great. Yeah, because I'm so happy that I didn't really have to go. I did have to go through that with my mother. I said, Mom, you're going in the nursing home because she had rheumatoid arthritis. But you know what? You're going to keep going. You're going to keep trying to walk so you can walk out of there. That was a conversation, and that's when she felt more comfortable. But it didn't happen that way because the rheumatoid
Mm,
arthritis caught her where she couldn't even walk anymore. But yeah, but it's very difficult to see our parents go through that. And
mhm,
you having the business that you have, which makes it easier and more sustainable to say, okay, I know he or she is being taken care of. So thank
mhm.
you for that. I appreciate it. So let me ask you something. So how does a home safety audit work and what kinds of things do you look for?
Well, I'll do a room by room audit looking at both safety and function and keeping those in mind. I also look at the outside walkways from the street and from the driveway, the entrances and exits, and also if there's a basement, how they get into the basement. And
Mhm.
I'm looking for things like tripping hazards or poor lighting or hard to reach storage locations, but also how the space works for them. Can they safely get from the bathroom, from their bed to the bathroom at night? Or can they sit and rest while they cook? It's about making sure that the house works for them, not against them.
And that makes sense. Yeah, because a lot of falls happen during those times. Mhm.
Exactly. I was at a networking event where an occupational therapist was talking, and I have a bed that's like really high, and I have to like drop to the floor to get to the floor. And
Yeah.
she pointed out that before you get out of bed, you should point and flex your toes,
Mhm.
your feet, and then swing over and sit there for a few seconds before you get up. Because I've definitely gotten up too fast and did a little dizziness. And
Mhm.
that's when you fall. And falls are like, can be a killer for seniors. I think hospitalizations come from 70% of the falls and deaths, a large percentage of that as well. So we want to prevent falls at all costs.
And the thing about it, it's not just, it seems like the age and this happens, not just 65 and over, it's happened to younger people.
Or people with disabilities or
Yes,
balance.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
that really makes a difference.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So what advice do you have for adult children who are unsure how to start this conversation with their parents?
Again, I think I mentioned start with curiosity, not criticism. It's just hard to, I know, I know when I was with my mom that there were times when I could get a little aggravated, but
Yeah.
I have to take a pause, take a step back, be kind, be empathetic for what she's going through, understand that it's not like she can help it, and just be kind about it. And again, just see what I can suggest, point out to her to look at what she would like to have in her life and how we can make the changes together.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's just really just having a more common ground. Let's talk about this and not
Mhm.
know because I know it's hard, Jane, when they have dementia start coming in as far as the memory. I know that's
Right.
hard for parents and also for the children. It was hard for me with my father. And I know he was a high level sales regional manager. And to
Uh-huh.
see them all of a sudden decline to where they can't
It's hard.
remember, and
Right.
that was really hard to let go. But it helped me to let go because I know this is not my father anymore.
Yeah.
I want him to be at peace. Yeah, it really makes a big difference. But the hard part is, I was just talking to my girlfriend, is letting him go.
True.
When you let him go, that's the hardest part of that.
I was so lucky. My mom lived to be 91. She lived
Oh,
by herself in her own home.
what a
She played
blessing.
cards on Friday and then went into the hospital on Saturday and then passed away on Monday. So it was like, and she had been
Wow.
having health issues. It never got to that point where we really had
Yeah.
to step in and
Yeah.
manage.
That
We
makes
did
a big
take the keys
difference.
away.
Yeah. It used to
No
be
more
like,
driving for you.
it used to be, okay, the seniors drive in the afternoon, like lunch hour. So
Yeah,
beware.
exactly. Get home.
No, then you have to know when when it's the right time
Yeah,
to be able to do that. So that really,
true.
so can you share a story where your support made a major difference in someone's transition?
I can. I was working with a couple, Fred and Joyce, and they lived in the house that they had raised their kids in and wanted to downsize. So we started looking at really cute condos in downtown Decatur where it's so walkable and vibrant. And then COVID hit. And so they were stuck at home for those 3 years of COVID. And and then fast forward to after post COVID, They were ready to look again, but they were not in a condition where they could go into an apartment by themselves. Fred had recovered from prostate cancer, and Joyce had gotten so much frailer. It was sad for me to see that decline over those years that took a toll on a lot of seniors if it didn't kill them outright. And but I helped them get rid of their stuff. We had a big estate sale because they had 30 years of children and all sorts of household stuff. So we had an estate sale. I helped them sell their home so that they could then move into Holbrook, that really lovely community.
That is a beautiful place.
Ease, without any worry.
Yeah. That is hard to see. They're making a lot of these more beautiful and
true. I've been to in some really nice ones for sure.
Yeah, I have too. I was like, wow, they have a gambling, a casino room,
They've got
restaurant,
events, socials, they take care of them. Because the social part is so important. You don't want to, when you live by yourself, that I think really hastens a decline as well.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. No, that is so true. So let me ask you another question here. Why is collaboration with professionals like occupational therapists so important in your work?
No one can do it alone. Occupational therapists bring that clinical lens that's just so valuable when we're trying to create a safe and functional living space. I may see a cluttered doorway, but an occupational therapist sees a fall risk or visual or mobility issue that I may not have identified. So when we collaborate, we really create a truly customized solution to help seniors not just stay in their home, but thrive there.
That's great. That's great. And that's so true, because you really need to have other professionals to work with you to make sure that it's a safe environment. So thank you.
I have got a toolbox. I have got a tool bag of all sorts of great other senior providers that are just as passionate as me about serving the senior community, and like senior move managers or placement people or declutterers and organizers and lenders with reverse mortgage. I've got all sorts of folks that are great that I can help seniors and their families make through these transitions.
That's awesome that you have that, because you really need that working together. And that's why I said collaboration is so key, to be able to bring everybody together to make sure for that client is taken care of in every aspect of the way. So that is so important. And I appreciate you doing that. When this happens to us, I'm going to call Jane. I said, Jane, I need your help.
Please do. I'm here.
I need your help. So what are some key documents every senior household should have in order?
Of course, a recent will, a power of attorney, and a healthcare directive. Those are the three major ones. Now, if you have a trust, that would be another thing that you might want to have. But just as important as making sure these documents are in place is knowing where to find them. I had a case where I had a referral for a family whose brother passed away in Hiram all by himself.
Wow.
They found that he was dead with a healthcare check because they hadn't heard from him in a couple of weeks. And they had no idea where anything was, no account numbers, no passwords. So it's so important to document, and make sure the folks that are going to be taking care of things after you're gone are there. And I want to share, I don't know if you all have heard, it's called the Vial of Life. And then now it's called the File of Life. And this is something that has magnets and it goes on your fridge. And then you fill out this document that has all your necessary health information, your contacts, your medications, any allergies, emergency contacts. And first responders know to look for that. If they come in and in an emergency situation, they look for this and take it with them so that when they get you to the hospital, they know how to treat you. You can get these in any number of places. You can reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you.
Okay, that's great. I love that. So I actually, of course, what I do with Legal Shield, that's why I be networking, because a lot of people like seniors don't have that power of attorney, healthcare power. Every time you go to the doctor, they ask you for that advanced direct. But I also put a pack like what you have. I put a package together. Once they have all that, it's called Legal Love Letter, putting all their information, the bank account, the financial information, all of that, putting all that in that file to be able to have to share with someone that they trust. So that is so important, because when things happen, you don't know where anything
you don't have, then you're incapable of telling someone sometimes as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a checklist as well too, just similar to what you have for for your folks, that a checklist for all those necessary stuff. And there's a lot, 5 pages. You need
Yeah,
to
it,
have.
it really is. It really is. And actually, it's funny because I start calling mine a legal love letter. All of a sudden,
Me
people start calling. I said, that was my name. I had that years ago. I said, I
I should
probably
have copyrighted that.
I should have branded that, but no, it's great.
Yeah.
But no, these are some great information, Jane. I really appreciate it. So I'm looking at something here as we winding down. As
Mhm.
a senior home coach, Jane Lomas will create your comprehensive move plan, help you prepare your house to sell, assist in finding your new community, meet your goals to move, and guide you every step of the way. So,
That's
Jane,
right.
this is awesome. So tell the audience how they can get in touch with you.
You can reach me by phone. My number is 678-374-9370. My email is jane@CherokeeRoseATL.com. That's CherokeeRoseATL.com. And my website is Senior Living Solutions.
Okay,
So
that's great. And I'm going to put that in the show notes anyway, with what you get
great.
as far as your website and also your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Yes, I'm on Facebook and Instagram and
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, I'm going to put all of that in the show notes to get in touch with you. So I really
Mhm.
enjoyed this conversation, Jane. You're teaching me a lot here as far as
Oh, well, good.
what you do. And
Good.
it was so inspiring to know that there are people like you that can help seniors. Because you know
Mhm.
what? We're all going to be seniors sooner or later. So
That's right.
why not be prepared to be able
Mhm.
to handle the different situations that we come into? But
Exactly.
but Jane, thank you for being here and sharing such a powerful insight. Your words remind us that purpose and partnerships go hand in hand. To everyone listening, keep showing up, stay aligned, and remember, collaboration is the key to success. I'm Wanda Pearson, and we'll see you next time on Ready, Set, Collaborate podcast with Wanda Pearson. Thank you so much. Make sure you all follow because we have so many great episodes, such as Jane, that actually can assist you in any situation. So that's why I do this. But Jane,
I
thanks
think you can
again.
do a whole series on seniors, Wanda.
Exactly. I'm going to have you back on my show. So stay tuned. It wasn't that bad, right?
Not at all. It was great.
All right, audience. Thank you so much. Make sure you listen to this podcast and get to know more about Jane. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jane, for joining us.
Thank you.
That wraps up another episode of Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to help you build meaningful connections and successful collaborations. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more great discussions. Until next time, keep collaborating and making an impact.